Because of the release of Sparking Zero, the topic of character power has been super interesting to think about lately. What's up everybody, my name is Sen, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about strength of characters in fighting games. In recent years we've gotten a ton of fighting games where the character balance has been relatively tight. For instance, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, and let me just say there's 100% still top tier characters within these games, but the disparity between those characters is not as far. Like a top tier in Street Fighter 6 versus a bottom tier in Street Fighter 6 isn't completely hopeless. In large part, that's just due to the core mechanics being applicable to everyone, whether that's parry or drive impact, drive reversal, having tools like perfect parry, things of that nature. If I had to take a stab at the worst matchup in the game, I would say it's probably Sim versus Gief, I'd like to imagine, just with the range of Sim's normals, his teleport, the lane game Sim can kind of play. And at worst, I would probably call that a 7-3, but just with the way the game is built, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 6-4. I mean, games, like I said, are pretty balanced. Alright, classic Gief. Oh shit, okay, really, even this is surprisingly worse than I thought. Oh, I'm looking at Rookie, that's my fault. Let's take a look at Master. Classic Dhalsim 3.6, so yeah, like a 7-3, 6-4-ish matchup. I was pretty much right on the money. Yeah, modern Dhalsim at a 3.3, so still about a 7-3 matchup. I gotta say, even just with the matchup chart alone, I'm pretty surprised there's even anything close to an 8-2. If there is anything that's worse than like an 8-2 matchup, let me know, because I'm actually pretty curious. I'm not gonna look at all that information just because it's a lot of matchups to go through. At its worst, the character power in Dragon Ball FighterZ didn't really get below a C tier oftentimes, which would be like characters like Videl because she didn't have a reflect, or characters like Goku Black because characters did what he did but better and he didn't have a low, things of that nature. But these characters were by far not unplayable. Like if you were playing at the highest level, every character was applicable just due to the homogenization of this character. Most characters did what everyone else did. Like everyone's 2H beat Super Dash, everyone's down medium was a low, things of that nature. There was so much similar between characters, and it wasn't until way later into the game's life cycle that characters started to diversify a lot more. Characters like Jiren or Zamasu or Super Baby 2, Kefla, the later DLC. But the initial release of the game, so many characters did what the other characters did, like one of the most standout being like a character like Frieza or Hit. The game was, for most of its life cycle, if not all of its life cycle, pretty balanced. You could play anyone you want to if you were dedicated to that character and good enough. If someone put a D tier lower, they were honestly just doing it for like clickbait on a thumbnail or some shit. Now, it wasn't until the re-release of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Capcom Fighting Collection, but even more recently with the release of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, that I started thinking about character disparity between tiers even more. In Sparking Zero, there's a ratio system, which if you've been paying any attention to the game, I'm sure you guys are already familiar with, giving a character a value 1 through at most 10. There are characters that are 10. And there's very clear top tiers within this game. Characters like Gogeta 4, UI Goku. I'm just putting it out there, if you play in main Whis, I don't think anybody likes you. I genuinely don't think so. Why is Goku Black 5, but Super Saiyan Goku Black is 8? What the fuck? The character disparity in this game is so vast. If I were to take one of the best characters in the game, Whis, and put it against one of the worst, being Hercule at only 1 point, I'm pretty sure that would be a 10-0 matchup. A matchup chart is based around players of equal skill level going over the course of 10 games who would win. In this game, I think, that being said, there's very clearly 10-0 matchups, and there's a clear and distinct bottom tier. With that said, the actual point cost is not a true reflection of how good a character is. Of course, if you're familiar with the game's meta right now, Yajirobe is only a 2-point character, and he is absolutely top tier because of his special move, Senzu Bean. This has been talked to death. It allows him to heal with 5 bars, I believe, and it's very broken. Yajirobe is an absolute tank and very worth the unit cost. If you're not using Yajirobe on your team, you're actually trolling. This in fact did remind me of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. There's very clearly top tier characters in this game, and pretty much it's considered if you're not using these top tier characters, you really aren't trying that hard to win. Characters like Magneto or Storm, Sentinel being another very good example. Some even say Iron Man if you have the execution for this character. He's my main, but I really don't have the execution. But with that said, if you're using Magneto online, nobody likes you either. You and the Whis players, you guys get along swimmingly. Before we wrap things up, let's mention one good thing and one bad thing about having a balanced game and a non-balanced game. I'm going to pull both these examples for the balanced game directly from Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you have a balanced game, it makes the character diversity a lot higher, so you're not just seeing the same top tiers over and over again every time you play. It's not just a Magneto, Storm, Sentinel. It's so much more than that. Every character on the cast has an opportunity to be played at a casual level and at the highest level. The problem with the balanced game, particularly from Dragon Ball FighterZ, is the homogenization that it felt like no character had their own identity. It's not too big of a minus, but if you appreciate characters feeling distinct, this might be a little bit more applicable to you. Moving on to the positive side of having a large character disparity between top and bottom tier, this can create potential hype and underdog moments of the bottom tier characters surpassing their top tier counterparts. Everyone expects the top tier character to win, so when you go against expectations, this can create some really cool comeback moments. The negative impact of having very clear top tier characters is that the character diversity is going to be lacking in these specific games. Chances are you're going to get a lot of people playing the same characters because they're very much focused on winning instead of having something like an identity of their own. In a minor bonus of this is that if you really appreciate something like character identity in your fighting games, you're going to have this a lot more because there's so many people playing the same characters that it's going to have you identify with the characters that you do play that don't come up as much. It might not be fun to run into a bunch of Whis, Vegetos, or UI Gokus, but I like a bit of both in my life. Whether that be balanced games or non-balanced games, I think having both is nice and refreshing. What do you guys prefer? Leave it in the comments below. And I think let's finish up with a battle. And I'm gonna be a little bit of a contrarian because I will actually use a top tier character this one time. I don't typically go for top tier characters, but I figured this could be the fun exception. As you can see, I was using mid Goku before. So yeah, let's use Super Vegito. Alright, let's see how much of a jerk I'm gonna be. Because they might be... Oh, yep. Battle of the top tiers. Alright, let's see how we can do. I actually don't know if I'm gonna get the glitch. Nice Sonic Sway. Nice tech. Able to perception that. Okay, we're gonna use After Image Strike. Charge up. Okay, we're gonna use ultimate here. Hopefully this hits. It's really hard to dodge rush attacks. And we still have After Image Strike active, I think. Let's charge up. I think he's in a hard knockdown right now. Okay, we lost After Image Strike. Nice, good Sonic Sway. Nice! First game going us, that's huge. Let's see if he runs it back, I don't know. This is like one of the few times you guys are gonna see me use a top tier character, cause I don't really care for Vegito. I'm definitely not gonna be using Yajirobe. Talk that shit. All right. Hell yeah. Okay, got the grab off. Let's go. Let's get some charge. Abandon our Oki. Get behind him. Go for the grab again. Go for grab again. Nice tech. Nice, good sweep. Nice, good vanish. Yeah, I need to sidestep those. Okay, huge Sonic Sway for us. He has the advantage right now. Alright, he's playing a lot better now. Okay, let's charge up a little bit. Get our afterman strike. I need to dodge this. Nice, got it. Did I miss? Okay, huge grab. We're gonna need to bring this back. I think I actually lost. Nice. Okay, 1-1. 1-1. This is a little bit more sweaty than I expected. Does Gogeta 4 have Afterburn Strike too? If not, he is dodging a lot, which is like crazy surprising. God, he's really good. Nice. Dude, this guy's got the shit. Okay, I need to charge up. I think I'm getting hit here. Oh, let's go. We got the super off. And I think it was thanks to that Kibo S, actually. I'm sweating way more than I thought I would. I'm going to be real. Ooh, let's go! We fucking won the set, baby. Whoo! I won't lie, it was sweaty though. It was fucking sweaty. Alright, well that's gonna do things. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to not just my channel, but my friends' channels as well. And like I said, let me know. What do you guys prefer? Do you want a balanced game or a game with more distinct tiers? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you later. Peace.